gentleman around whom this fight card was built, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion, Tom Aspinall. .255, the official weight for the champ, Tom Aspinall. All right, next fighter to the scale, the other gentleman around whom this fight card was built, the former UFC interim heavyweight champion and the #1 ranked contender, Bongama Ciryl Gane. .247.5, the official weight for Ciryl Gane. And with that, your UFC 321 main event is now official. And we introduce the #1 strawweight contender, Vina Kakara Janjidoba. .115, the official weight for Vina Janjidoba. All right, next athlete to the scale, competing for the undisputed UFC Strawweight Championship, the #5 ranked contender, Mackenzie Dern. .115, the official weight for Mackenzie Dern. And with that, your UFC Strawweight title fight is now official. All right, next fighter to the stage is the #2 ranked bantamweight contender, recent world title challenger, Umar Nurmagomedov. .136, the official weight for Umar Nurmagomedov. All right, next fighter to the stage, competing in a featured bout live on pay-per-view, the #9 ranked UFC bantamweight, Mario Bautista. .135.5, the official weight for Mario Bautista. All right, next fighter to the scale, the #2 ranked heavyweight contender, Alexander Drago Volkov. .261.5, the official weight for Alexander Volkov. All right, next fighter to the scale, competing on the main card live on pay-per-view, the #5 ranked heavyweight contender, Mayagino Jailton Almeida. .237, the official weight for Jailton Almeida. All right, next fighter to the scale, charged with kicking off the main card live on pay-per-view, the #7 ranked light heavyweight contender, Alexander Rakic. .205, the official weight for Alexander Rakic. Yeah, thank you. All right, next fighter to the scale, one half of the featured prelim in the lightweight division, Nasrat Haqparast. .156, the official weight for Nasrat Haqparast. All right, next fighter to the scale is his opponent in that lightweight prelim, Quillan Salkild. .155.5, the official weight for Quillan Salkild. Ikram Alaskarov. 185.5, the official weight for Ikram Alaskarov. All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in a middleweight prelim, the Iron Turtle, Junyong Park. $185.5, the official weight for Junyong Park. All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in a lightweight prelim, the Slovakian Ludovic Klein. $156, the official weight for Ludovic Klein. We welcome Mateusz Raumbecki. $155.5, the official weight for Mateusz Raumbecki. All right, next fighter to the scale, the number 15 ranked heavyweight in the world, the Clean Monster, Walter Walker. $244, the official weight for Walter Walker. All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in a heavyweight prelim and making his UFC debut, Louis Sutherland. $264.5, the official weight for Louis Sutherland. All right, next fighter to the scale in the featherweight division, Nathaniel Wood. $146, the official weight for Nathaniel Wood. Jose Miguel Delgado. $147 for Jose Miguel Delgado. That is 1 pound over the non-title limit at featherweight. We welcome Hamdi Abdelwahab. $265, the official weight for Hamdi Abdelwahab. All right, next fighter to the stage, competing in the heavyweight division, Chris Barnett. $261, the official weight for Beast Boy, Chris Barnett. All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in a flyweight prelim, Azat Maksum. $129 for Azat Maksum, 3 pounds over the flyweight limit. $129, the official weight for Azat Maksum. All right, next man up, competing in a flyweight prelim, Mitch Raposo. $125.5, the official weight for Mitch Raposo. All right, next fighter to the scale, competing in a prelim in the women's strawweight division, Jacqueline Amarim. $116, the official weight for Jacqueline Amarim. All right, next fighter to the stage. Back for the first time in a long time, competing in a strawweight prelim. Please welcome Mizuki. $115, the official weight for Mizuki.